Now to the U.S. airstrikes against Islamic militants in northern Iraq. American forces just dropped another round of weapons on that militant group bent on terrorizing the country. Here are some images from this morning's first round. The Navy says FA-18 fighter jets like these dropped two 500-pound bombs on a piece of artillery and the truck towing it. They flew from the Norfolk-based George H.W. Bush aircraft carrier just hours after President Obama authorized military action. 10 on your side's Erin Kelly is live outside Naval Station Norfolk tonight. Erin?
And we understand from the Pentagon that the F-18s dropped those two bombs early this morning around 6:45 our time. Then later on there was a drone strike, and then after that 4 F-18s dropped a total of 8 bombs. And the question tonight, how long will this go on for the men and women serving in that mission?
This is not an easy moment, and you don't make these decisions very easily either.
The decision came Friday morning for 2 F-18s based in Hampton Roads to drop 500-pound laser-guided bombs in Iraq. It's been 3 years since President Obama removed U.S. forces from the country.
I will not allow the United States to be dragged into fighting another war in Iraq.
This is a lot of reversals, it's a lot of new engagement, it's a lot of new risk. And it also means an enormous new commitment.
The fighter jets are with the USS George H.W. Bush, which deployed from Naval Station Norfolk in February and moved closer to the Persian Gulf in June. The Pentagon says the F-18s targeted weapons that terrorists were using against forces defending the city where American diplomats are located. Erin, professor of political science at Old Dominion University, says there's so much we don't know about what will happen next.
People are literally watching President Obama's finger gestures. Where is he pointing? Who's he pointing to? How emphatic is he? There's a whole lot we don't know, and obviously a lot of calculation going on.
After the first strike, the warplanes returned a short time later to hit the target a second time. The president has also authorized deliveries of water and food to tens of thousands of Iraqis stranded on a mountain fearing death.
People are starving, and children are dying of thirst. Meanwhile, ISIL forces below have called for the systematic destruction of the entire Yazidi people, which would constitute genocide.
And Professor Karp says the U.S. could become more involved depending on what happens with security and government in Baghdad. Now, the president has said that he will not allow combat forces back on the ground in Iraq. For now, we're live in Norfolk. Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.
And then there's Congress. Local lawmakers on both sides of the aisle want to make sure the president includes Congress in any further decision making. This comes from Bobby Scott, a Democrat. Quote, because these strikes are necessary to protect American troops, this action is consistent with the president's constitutional role as commander-in-chief, and the president must continue to consult Congress as he has done. However, if further sustained military action is necessary, it is incumbent on Congress to review all of the facts, debate the issue, and vote to authorize any additional sustained military action. And from Republican Scott Ridgell, quote, I urge the president to present to the American people his vision and plan to elevate peace and stability in Iraq. Should that ever include the introduction of U.S. armed forces into hostilities, the president must seek and receive authorization from Congress. It is not the king's army, end quote.